call me B Money. Getting money, honey, call me B Money. Not even funny, call me B Money. Living where it's sunny. B for short, don't call me Sir Buddy.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for watching the B Money Show. I'm your host, B Money, and today we're going to talk about how to get paid to rap. So, I know this probably seems like a crazy topic for most people to even think about or comprehend, but it's actually not quite as hard as you think. Now, we're going to go over some of the basics in terms of just like getting a business started in general. First thing you got to do is going to be to launch an LLC. If you live in Florida, you can use Sunbiz. All the other states have their own websites. You can find that out accordingly. Now, this will cost you anywhere from like $100 to $1,500, depending on, you know, whether you're going to do the work yourself or whether you just want to hire a lawyer. Now, about a year ago when I launched my business, didn't know the first thing about making an actual business, so I did turn around and hire a lawyer. Looking back on it, I definitely should have just taken the time, learned how to do it, and just launched the business myself. Nevertheless, the business is official now. It's out. It's 904 B Money C Productions. And that's really the first thing you're going to want to do. That way, when you try and go out and get paid for what you're doing, you don't have to worry about your bank account closing. Now, I bank with Chase. Chase is notorious for closing personal accounts that are being used for business. So just keep in mind, if you have a legit bank, they might close your personal bank account and refuse to do business with you in the future because of the fact that you're doing business from a personal account. So I always recommend, first things first, go ahead and launch your LLC and then open your business bank account. Me personally, I have 2 business bank accounts. I actually frequently open new bank accounts for bonus offers and things like that. A lot of banks actually nowadays pay you to open bank accounts so long as you can meet their minimum criteria. So I have 2 bank accounts for my business, one with Chase Bank and the other one with Fifth Third Bank. I opened up both of these bank accounts because they had offers where you could actually get paid to open the bank account. So in Chase's case, all I had to do was open the business bank account and they offered me $200 to open that account. Now, with that said, they do have like beginning day balance minimums. So if you're going to go with Chase and use that option, you do have to keep $1,500 in your account to prevent from getting charged the monthly service fee and keep paperless options. If you do all that, the account is perfectly free to use. Now, Fifth Third is slightly different. They offered me $500 for opening the account and depositing $500. I believe I had to deposit like $1,000 for Chase, but Fifth Third you only had to deposit $500, and they actually gave you $500 to open the account. Now, Fifth Third's beginning day balance is a lot higher. Theirs was like $3,000, but they have a really cool feature where if you get their Fifth Third business credit card and you put $500 a month on that credit card, then the account is complimentary and you don't have to keep any beginning day balance. So moving forward, Fifth Third is actually the main account that I use, despite the fact that Chase has better service all around. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually network with some local businesses. The main reason why is you can actually get businesses to sponsor your music if you have a big enough outreach and you actually enjoy the business that you're representing. So like in my specific case, I partnered as of now with my dentist and my jeweler. I've got them in the background of my music videos. In my case, I actually am launching a music video album. So all of my songs are going to come with music videos, which makes it extremely easy to advertise other businesses. Now, if you're just releasing songs, it might not be so easy to kind of sneak a business in there. But because I have an actual music video that's minutes long, if you just throw in a business real quick, it doesn't actually take a lot of time out of the video, and it doesn't really make it an ad video. You still got your actual music video, but at the same time then you have like a little business that would possibly pay you to put their business in the background. The easiest way to do it, don't think about like that this business is giving you money. Think about what you can do to help the business. So in my case, in my specific case, depending on who what business I'm gonna actually partner with, the first thing that I'll do is think about how much their service actually costs, and then what's an appropriate amount to charge them. We'll take the dentist as an example. Dentists make a lot more per person than, let's just say, a barber. So you could probably charge your dentist maybe slightly more than you would be able to charge your barber, just because of the sheer fact that, like, hey, you know, if a dentist gives me $500 or $1,000, I might only have to send them 1, 2, maybe 3 referrals for them to get their money back. Whereas a barber, if he were going to give me $500 or $1,000, I would have to send them like 10, 20, 30 referrals for it to be to be worth that. So keep in mind, it's got to actually benefit the business. But if you can send them enough referrals that the amount that you're going to charge them to sponsor the video is going to be less than the amount of money that they're going to make on the back end from the referrals, you pretty much got a win-win every day of the week, and you don't have to feel weird about selling it. In fact, one of the funniest things for me, as someone that doesn't look like a rapper, is going into these businesses randomly and explaining that I'm a rapper and that, you know, I'm going to advertise their business, because most of the time they're just totally blown away and can't even imagine it. Sometimes I've had one business owner tell me straight up, you know what, like, even if you weren't giving me ads, I would have just donated, because it just seems like it's going to be really cool and I can't wait to see what you have to do. So keep that in mind. If you are going to be willing to put in the work and go and talk to business owners, then you can fully fund your whole album without having to spend too much of your own money. And in fact, in my personal case, my videos, I'm trying to fund the entire music video album. That's 12 songs, 12 music videos, entirely paid for by sponsors. So that is a work in progress as of now. We will have the entire album releasing this year, so stay tuned for that. You're going to love it. It's awesome. When you're talking to businesses, the best thing that you're going to have to know, probably the first thing I would suggest, is your target audience. So as a rapper, you're going to have your specific message that you're going to be pushing. Like me personally, I like making songs about making money, reaching your goals, positive messages. I'm not really one that uses a lot of profanity, so it's easy for me, you know, when I'm talking to businesses, they don't have to worry about like F-bombs going all over the place. And that's going to allow me to talk to more businesses, and some businesses might not really care as much depending on like your brand and your style of music and how popular you are. So keep that in mind too. The first thing you're going to want to come up with is your target audience. Now, my specific case, because of the educational financial videos that I'm doing, such as how to buy a car and things like that, my target audience goes as low as like 13-year-olds. But with that said, I probably could go as high as 35-year-olds, men and women. So for me, target audience is very simple. When I talk to a business owner, I already know if they're going to ask me like, well, who does your music, who watches your music? You can say everyone from people ages 13 to 35, men and women. Very simple. And if the business that you're talking to, their clientele fits into your target audience, then that's perfect. That's win-win right there, because they want to make sure that the people that are seeing their ad are also the people that are going to be qualified to purchase their service. Like a realtor, for example, if you're going to have I do have my realtor that helped me purchase my house in the first video that I released. She doesn't care that I have 13-year-olds watching my videos, so when I talk to her, I tell her, you know, 18-year-olds to 35-year-olds, because that's part of my target market, and that's also part of her target market. I don't waste her time with the fact that, you know, 13-year-olds are watching my videos, whereas, you know, another type of business, maybe like a local store, would possibly like that. Keep in mind, you want to know the business that you're talking to, your target audience, what your message is, and then that'll help you tie it all together as to how you advertising their business in your video is going to make them money, because that's really what this is all about anyways. How to get paid to rap. The last thing we're going to do is you got to then make sure that your video gets seen. So once you got the sponsor, you got everything, go talk to your sponsor real quick, show them the video, the pre-video before it's actually out. Once they approve the video, you approve the video. You've also already collected your deposit by now. If I didn't, yeah, you should have already gotten the money by now. But anyways, you're gonna want to make sure that lots of people see your video. And I don't care how you do this, whether you're gonna pay for, you know, ads on Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case might be, or if you're going to do my style and you're just going to go straight up and talk to a million people yourself. I'm literally going to be walking the streets, showing people my new music videos, so that guarantees the fact that they're going to be seen by hundreds, thousands, millions of people. Once everything is said and done, you have your sponsor, make sure the video gets seen, and then also keep track of how many referrals you're sending that business, because at some point or another you can get them to sponsor another video, but you also want to make sure before you're having them sponsor another video that they've made their money back from the first video. So with all that in mind, that is how you get paid to rap.
Call me B Money, getting money, honey. Call me B Money, not even funny. Call me B Money, living where it's sunny. B for short, don't call me sir, but